Here's something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I just have to share it with you. Stop waiting for that motivation to magically hit before you do anything. So recently I came across this idea that totally changed how I look at motivation. For the longest time I thought that motivation had to come first, like if I didn't feel motivated to do something, then there was no way I could actually get it done properly, right? It seemed logical at the time, like if you don't want to do something, how could you possibly give it your best shot? But here's the kicker, I might have been totally wrong about that. I'm still looking into it, but it's kind of blowing my mind. Timothy Cycle, in his book The Procrastinator's Digest, which I highly recommend by the way, talks about this exact thing. He points out that procrastinators, and honestly I think all of us at some point, fall into the trap of thinking that we have to feel motivated before we even start something. We believe motivation has to come before the action, but the truth is it's usually the other way around. Action actually leads to motivation. Yeah, it sounds kind of counterintuitive, right? So why is this such a game changer? Well, for me, and probably a lot of other procrastinators, I've spent so much time waiting for the perfect moment to feel motivated. I sit around, read books on motivation, try to think positive and do all this random stuff that doesn't really help because I'm not actually doing the work. It's like I'm filling my time with all this prep work to feel like I'm being productive, but in reality, it's just a way to avoid actually starting the task. And let's be honest, sometimes it just feels better to tell myself I'm doing something without actually doing it. But none of that stuff is getting me closer to the goal. It's just a distraction to fill the space while I wait for some kind of magical motivation to appear. Here's the truth though, you don't have to wait for motivation to strike. You just have to start, and once you do, motivation will show up. It might not happen right away, but once you take that first step, you'll feel the momentum building. Whether it's opening that book, writing down a few words, or even just putting on your sneakers, just start. Trust me, once you begin, everything else will fall into place. Now that I know this, it's way easier for me to get going without expecting some big motivational wave to hit. It's more about just taking action even when I don't feel like it. And honestly, once you get going, it's so much easier to keep going. Maybe you've already heard something like this before, but if not, I really hope it helps you. It's been such a game changer for me, and I'm betting it could be for you too. So the next time you find yourself waiting for that perfect moment to start, just remember the magic happens when you begin, not before.